Who's the best movie reviewer through and through? That's Movie Mania on YouTube. That's who. Why don't you stay a while and have your life review?
Hello, everybody. It is Matt, and it is Scary Saturday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot to review on my plate. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer. So you got all of that to look forward in mind. Now that I got all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. Woo! And it is none other than Sawmill Road. It's got a 2025 release. I believe it's next week it's getting its release, if not the week after. I believe the director said the 19th. So that's next, not this Monday coming up, but the next Monday. But anyways, great film, by the way. What exactly? Or let's get through. I almost forgot. Let's get through the cast, through the specs. Like I said, 2025 runs at 19 minutes. They listed it as 20 on IMDb. I am just going by my marker that I had for availability to watch. This stars Kashfara, Saba, Crystal Murphy, Trinka Dorsey, Selena M. Johnson, and Zoey Dorsey. And this is directed by none other than Terrell Dorsey. This is the first film of his that I have seen so far, and I am very happy that I have seen it. What exactly is it about? Well, it's about a young woman who happens to catch her boyfriend getting a little risque with another woman, hand on the leg, getting close and cuddling up, and all that juicy stuff that couples do. Granted, they're not the real couple. But anyways, she races out of there as any smart person would. Eventually, she gets a hold of a friend after a aggressive phone call from Jonathan. He only gets that appearances over the telephone. He's kind of a jerk type character, in my opinion. Just from the little bits, the little tidbits that we've gotten to hear from him as he belittles, berates, and just downright treats our main character like garbage. So it's kind of he's kind of an unlikable character. No, that's not kind of. He is an unlikable character. But the girl, she eventually gets calls a phone on her phone with her friend, who happens to live a little short ways away. She pulls off on the wrong road by accident. She pulls off on Sawmill Road. As she's there, she has all kinds of troubles with her car, such as the lights flickering on and off. She eventually pulls off on the road, and she's out with a flashlight looking around, seeing what's going on. She eventually finds out that there is a creature in the woods, and it is stalking her. That's as far as I'm going to give you as spoilers go. I think that's quite enough without, especially without giving away the ending. I think the ending's great. This is found footage style. If you like found footage, if not, I'm sorry. This is probably not going to be for you. But I personally find found footage movies entertaining as hell. All right. Now let's move on to the three things that I love my movies to have a certain criteria on. First and foremost is audio. The audio is fine and clear. There's never a moment where I can't understand a character. Um, they come through very very well. You can even understand the people that she talks to at the very end on her cell phone. As the phone is breaking in and out, you can kind of get the gist of what they're saying, so it helps on that end. But I'm going to give it an A on the sliding scale there. And now my second thing that I love my movies to have a certain criteria is dialogue. The dialogue is really good for the foremost. It's modern, hip, and makes sense. Especially, the way she's reacted to the boyfriend. I think any normal person would react that way if their spouse was doing that. I think that would be just gut wrenching to feel. So there's interesting dialogue going on that way. So I'm going to give it another A there. And the third and final thing that I love my movies to have a great sense of, and that's editing. Now the editing is very smooth, has great pacing, never loses its momentum as it's going uphill. It constantly is raising the bar further and further and further until the very, very climax, which is a great ending, I thought. The only thing is, I kind of saw it coming, but other than that, I think it's really good. So I'm going to give it on the editing side an A plus. So we got two A's and an A plus. On my final score of 1 through 5, this is going to get a 4 out of 5. It's really above average. This is one of the best movies I've reviewed in a little while. I really like this one. Alright guys, love your faces, and as always, I'll see you Monday. Peace.